Hello, welcome back to Business Math and Personal Finance. We'll be going over Chapter 10 of your Practical Math Applications, page 354, which is the Chapter 10 exercise review. We're going to be talking about simple interest, promissory notes and discounting, and compound interest. Okay, so if you'll turn to your text, page 354, we'll go through a few examples. One of the things that I want to talk to you about before we go into part A is the formula that we're going to be using throughout this. And that is the simple interest formula, which is I equals P times R times T. In this formula, I equals interest. Your P is your principal. It's also known as the amount that you start with, the amount of the loan that you take. R is rate, and it's always in the form of a percent. And T is time. And the thing to remember about it is it's always in the form of a year. So if we're given the information, the time in months, then we'll have to put it into the form of a year. So if we say 3 months, then we'll have to say 3 out of 12 months, and that puts it into the form of a year. If we're given days, like maybe 120 days, then we have to put that into the form of a year by either using 360 or 365. So 120 out of 360 or 365. Okay. So keeping that in mind, then we'll move on to starting the lesson. Oops, I should have not saved that. Let me try again. Okay. Part A. Again, I'm on 354, your Practical Math Applications text. One of the ways to always make sure that you do the same thing every time is to follow the steps the same way every time you work them in practice. One of the things that I always like to do is, as I'm doing my problems, always write my formula first, and then all I have to do is fill in the blanks. I am finding simple interest. My formula for simple interest is I equals P times R times T. I'm going to fill in the blanks. I don't know what I is, so I will keep it at I. My P, or principal, is 5,700. My rate is 11%, and my time is 8 months. So I have to put that as 8 out of 12 months. Okay, that's just a simple formula. So all I have to do is press that into my calculator. If I can figure out how to clear it. Okay, there we go. Let me move my calculator over here. I'm going to press in 5,700 times, I'm going to put 0.11, which is my 11%, times 8. That line there also means divided by, so divided by 12. All of that equals 418. I believe that's what it was. Yes, 418. Okay, let's do number 2. Remember, we always start with writing the formula. We're finding simple interest. My formula is I equals P times R times T. I fill in the blanks. I do not know, so I will leave it as I. P is 9,400 $1,000,060. My rate is 15%, and my time is 6 out of 12 months. Again, that sign just means divided by. Using my calculator, I will press that in as 9,460 times 0.15 or 15% times 6 divided by 12. And that means that my interest for this is $709.50. You can practice those on your own and make sure that you understand how to do portion A.